This is Batman. Security level Omega. Password Delta Charlie-27-5-1939. Enable new protocol. Title Agamemno Contingency. Should any of the core members of the League turn rogue, we need to have plans in place to handle each and every one of us should we become a threat. The members of the League are my teammates, but we need to be prepared for the worst. Always.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
What you guys don't know is that I'm a huge fan of the movie Justice League Doom, which is loosely based on the Justice League comic Tower of Babel. In this story, Batman comes up with a whole bunch of contingency plans to either stop or distract the JLA members enough just in case they became hostile to humanity and became evil, turning to the other side, or they came under some mind control. If you haven't checked the movie out, then you should, because it is extremely well done and just shows exactly how much of a threat Batman could be. But in this movie, the evil villains get a hold of Batman's contingency plans and apply them to the Justice League members. Of course, with Batman's help, he is able to undo all the damage that the contingency plans had done. But it does bring up the question if Batman could take down almost anybody in any universe, including the Dragon Ball universe. Now, of course, hand to hand, Batman's not going to be able to go up against about any of the characters in Dragon Ball. Physically, he's just way too underpowered. I mean, a case could be made that with a couple of knee strikes, he could take down Yamcha, but that's a long stretch. So it got me thinking, what would be a really cool contingency plan that Batman could have to take down or occupy the Z Fighters if they became evil or under the control of some evildoer? So I came up with a list of Z Fighters that I think would be fun for Batman to take down, and those are Piccolo, Crillon, Tien, Yamcha, Vegeta, and of course Goku. Let's start with Piccolo, and I thought of a really fun idea. So Piccolo at the end of Dragon Ball GT ends up in hell. Let's go ahead and teleport Piccolo to hell. Batman's contingency plan for Piccolo is to gather Earth's Dragon Balls and teleport him to hell. Now, he may be able to get back because he does not belong in hell. He does not belong in the afterlife, especially living, but it would take him a long time to do so. And before you say that he can't go to the afterlife if he's not dead, well, that's just not true. I mean, King Kai is technically alive, so are the other Kais in the afterlife, and they're still there. And I mean, you could say that they are deities, and that's the reason that they can be there. But remember that when you bring back someone from the dead and their physical bodies are training on King Kai's world, they become alive in the afterlife in King Kai's world. So it's not that far of a stretch to think that an alive person could be in hell. Now, the next one encompasses Crillon, Tien, and Yamcha. That's right, the Earthlings of the Z Fighters, and that is to blow them up. Now, how is Batman going to do that? Well, the same bomb that was removed from both androids, Android 17 and Android 18, the one that could have blown them apart to smithereens, that same bomb can be used to kill Crillon, Tien, and Yamcha, and at least this may be a realistic way to do it. I mean, this bomb was supposed to be strong enough to take out android bodies that are strong enough to withstand Super Saiyan attacks. Even when Piccolo was able to fuse with Kami, becoming stronger than a Super Saiyan, 17's body still withstood his attacks. Not only that, but the same bomb 16 thought would injure Cell if blown up at close proximity to him, and it didn't end up happening because the bomb wasn't removed by Bulma, but it's safe to say that this is an incredibly powerful bomb. Tien and Yamcha I would not put at even the level of 18. Some of you might, and some of you might be mad that I'm honing in all these Earthlings into this one bomb contingency plan, but really it's the most realistic way that Batman can take these guys down, because when it comes to blow for blow, there's a lot of debate whether these Earthlings are even more powerful than any other characters in other universes, or they may be more powerful than certain characters in other universes. I mean, there are people that swear that Crillon can defeat Saitama. So I believe this bomb would definitely be able to neutralize Tien and Yamcha, and I do think that it would have a detrimental effect to Crillon. If not killing him, then wounding him, seeing as how he is the strongest Earthling. Next up is Vegeta, and one of the contingency plans from Batman in Justice League Doom was to inject Wonder Woman with nanobots that would make her hallucinate and believe that every other person was her mortal enemy. And so she would fight every other person, and the whole concept of it is that she would fight every other person till exhaustion. And I think that would be a really fun way to take out Vegeta. Except I wouldn't have the nanobots injected through a scratch like it is done in the movie. I think a better way to do it would be to have Scarecrow's fear gas, which is part of Batman's universe, have a modified version of it where if Vegeta is exposed to it, his aggression is boosted to 100%, and he believes that everybody is Kakarot. And not the Kakarot he knows from now, it'll be the same one that he fought when he fought him during the Saiyan saga. And to be honest, this is a perfect plan because Vegeta may fight himself to exhaustion. He may be taking out humans and Earthlings and other aliens on different planets in one punch, but he will eventually succumb to his exhaustion, especially if he fights against somebody that can actually fight back pretty well. Because remember, he's seeing everybody as his enemy and he's at 100% rage. And he's not like Goku, because if I gave Goku the same contingency plan, then Goku would fight to exhaustion and then end up going into Ultra Instinct. So it's not like Goku can fight to exhaustion and stop. That hasn't happened yet. But Vegeta has been able to fight to exhaustion and been so out of energy that he loses the fight. And he actually might get mad enough where if he sees a city of Goku and at full rage, he could just Final Flash the entire planet. That actually would take out Piccolo, Crillon. That actually take out the whole crew. So the Vegeta contingency plan might actually help out in stopping any of the other Z fighters. And last but not least, if the Vegeta plan does not work in taking out Goku, say that Vegeta does not destroy the Earth while this is happening, well, it's really hard to figure out exactly how to take out Goku. The man is a legend, but he is not invulnerable. Now, I have two ways that Batman could take out Goku. One of them is more outlandish than the other. So the first one is Batman could somehow get access to a Hakai, a ball of destruction energy, similar to what was used on Golden Frieza and Goku. Now, if he can get a God of Destruction to either give him this energy or he can steal it in some way, then he can use it himself to take out Goku, say, in his sleep, when Goku is at his most vulnerable. And before you say that Batman couldn't hold a ball of Hakai energy, the dog ninja from that same episode was able to hold it, and he didn't seem like he had any real power at all. So I'm sure that Batman would have no problem. And if Goku is at his base level and he is passed out at his most vulnerable, not being able to sense Batman because Batman is not only a ninja but he has no ki to sense, then yes, he could get hit with his Hakai blast and be trapped in Hakai energy at minimum, and at most be erased. But again, that one's a little bit more far-fetched, seeing as how you would have to get the Hakai energy in the first place. The second method that I have here is a lobotomy, one that would take out Goku through his eyes. Now, this has already been shown in Screw Attack's Goku vs. Superman episode, where that's what Superman uses to take out Goku. Well, Batman can use the same thing too. He can find a way to mimic the exact beam that Superman shoots out of his eyes, if not collecting it in some way, and then using the same needle prick that Frost used against Goku, he could actually paralyze Goku long enough to do a lobotomy through his eyes to either kill him or remove his powers in some way. But other than those two ways, I don't really see how Batman could take out Goku. Those are really the only two ways I can think of. But let me know in the comment section below what I may have missed in a way that these characters can be subdued by Batman. Or if you have any problems with any of the things that I had to say, let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Dragon Ball content. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.